Hi, welcome back to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith. We passed one of the stretch goals in our fundraiser, and I said when we did, I would give away some things, so that's what we're going to do in this episode. For one winner, we've got 2 different packs of Yomi cards. Another winner, the same thing again. And then we have 4 different Harvey Walters miniatures to give away. And then with each of those 6 different prizes, we're also going to give a Watch It Played magnet. And then Luke and I did some dice shopping. And I asked him to pick out his favorite dice. He picked out these, what I think are really cool looking red and yellow dice. Now, I don't know if his luck transfers over the mail, but I guess you'll have to let me know when you get these. So nothing too crazy here, but the idea with our stretch goals is not to try to incentivize you to give us your money. We want people to support us who want to support us, and maybe hopefully get something good out of our series, either entertainment or learn about how to play games or to decide whether or not a game would be good for them or not. And really these stretch goals are more for fun, just another way for us to give back to you guys and to thank you for supporting us. So I've got all the names of the people who've already donated to our fundraiser here in this hat. And then anyone else who wanted to was able to send me an email, and they didn't have to have donated already, and I would just put their name in the hat. So I did that as well. So I'm going to mix these up, and then I'm going to bring the camera around here, and I'm going to draw out the winners, and you get to see who won. So our first giveaway is 2 Yomi packs, a die, and a Watch It Played magnet. And this one is going to go to Glenn Hollingsworth. Glenn, you won the first giveaway. Next, we have 2 different Yomi packs, another 6-sided die, and another magnet to give away. And this one is going to go to Daniel McElney. Sometimes I feel like in these draws, our winners are kind of losers because they have to listen to me mispronounce and mangle their names. But Daniel, you are a winner. Okay, next we got the first of the Harvey Walters that needs a good, loving gamer home to go to. And the person who's going to win this is, what do we got here? Kevin Walter. Well, that seems appropriate. Kevin Walter, here's a Harvey Walters. And now our next Harvey is going to go to Richard Trin. Richard, congratulations, you won the next draw. And here's our second last Harvey Walters to give away. And this one is going to go to, who is it? Sergei Shekhinofostov. Sergei Shekhinofostov? Well, I'm not going to mangle your name anymore. You know who you are, and congratulations. And the final Harvey Walters giveaway is going to go to, mix it up real good, go right to the bottom, Chuck Hughes. There you go, Chuck. You won. Okay, well, up next, I think we're only a couple $100 away from the next stretch goal. I want to try to play a live game with you guys, stream it over either Google Hangout or Ustream. I've spent the last couple of days trying to perfect the process and get the video quality as good as I can. To be honest, I'm not super thrilled with it. I think it's manageable. It could be the worst stretch goal ever and really, really painful to suffer through, but I still want to try it. And the game I wanted to play was Zombicide because it's relatively easy to teach, but it's a cooperative game, so we can all work together and take turns trying to control the heroes. And as many people that show up, I'll try to give everyone at least one chance to make one kind of move for one of the heroes. And hopefully that'll be kind of fun to do. And another way for us to just to slot in another game that we can play amongst the other ones that we have scheduled. But listen, there's some people who've asked me about the fundraiser and why I have a map behind me. So I realize maybe I haven't done a great job of communicating what it's all about. If you already know about the fundraiser, we'll see you later. I'm sure you probably want to sign off. But those who are still curious, I thought I'd just go over it very quickly. So when we first started this series, it was Andrea and I playing Mansions of Madness, and we had some Board Game Geek members join us as well. And we had a lot of fun creating that series. It wasn't just fun because we were playing a game, but we had a chance to teach the game. We had a chance to interact with people who were watching along with us. And so our little gaming group, which at the time was me and my kids, started to grow and expand to gamers who were watching from all over the world, which was really neat because I found I was able to contribute, hopefully in a positive way, to our board gaming hobby. At the time, there really wasn't anyone that I knew of who was doing full playthroughs of games. There was lots of people creating reviews of games, something else I really enjoy watching. But I wanted to do something a little bit different. So it was really exciting to sort of see an interest in what we were doing. And as we went and did more and more games, that interest continued to grow. Now, the only problem with that was that it was taking quite a bit of time to create the videos. And that's not a problem in and of itself, but the issue is that I'm a stay-at-home dad and I run a small business from home. My wife works full-time out of the house. And so I had to take time away from some of the other ways in which I was earning income to continue doing this series if I wanted to release the episodes on a semi-regular basis. That said, of course, my financial constraints are nobody else's problem to fix. That's up to me, but one of my ways of trying to address it was to go to the viewers and say, listen, if you're enjoying the show, if it's giving you some value, would you consider donating to it so I can continue to work on the series? And so we had a fundraiser. It went very well, and there was support for the show. So we kept it on online for a few more months, and now we're running our second fundraiser to sort of round out the year. And so basically the money that we collect from the series is just a way for me to sort of compensate for my time and listen, not to mince words, basically to say to my wife, the time I spend doing this series makes sense for our family because there is some financial gain for it. But aside from those financial contributions for which we are, of course, very grateful, I want to thank people for all the other ways in which they contribute to our series. We get games from viewers. You've seen that before. We do some unboxing videos. And that's a lot of fun, not just because, of course, we're gamers and we love getting new games, but because these are people who have watched our series and enjoyed it enough that they want to send us a game that they enjoy so we can enjoy it too. Now listen, I love getting games from publishers. That's great. But of course, there's always, a publisher has a reason to send us a game. They want to see the game featured on our series. And if it's a great game, we want to feature it on the series, believe me. But it's so nice to get something from a fellow gamer because, of course, there's no obligation there. They just want to share that with us, and that is a wonderful thing. People donate their time to us, and that's really meaningful as well. People will write publishers to tell them about it. So they'll interact with us on Facebook and on Twitter. In the YouTube comments, they'll help us strategize. They'll make fun of my mispronunciation of words or my poor dice rolling. They'll write nice comments to my children. I mean, I get to do this series with my kids, which is really meaningful as well, and hopefully it's teaching them some good skills about public speaking and confidence, and all of that has made this whole experience fantastic. So I have no regret at all about any of the time that I've put into the series, and I really hope it's something I can continue to do for all of you guys for a long time to come. So thanks for making this experience so far possible, and I hope that we can continue to do it. But anyway, hopefully you understand what the fundraiser is all about if you didn't already. The map behind me, this is just a little perk we have with the fundraiser right now. Anytime someone donates to us, we stick a pin in the map to show where they're from. It's just our subtle way of saying, well, it's not that subtle, but it's our way of saying thank you to our viewers who donated to us and helped keep the show going. Anyway, the next time you see me, hopefully we'll be doing a gameplay episode. Until then, thanks for watching.